Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Right. Good evening, guys. And right, sir. And check it. Then today, the topic here, what I'm going to discuss with you. Observe carefully. Whatever the content, what exactly the content I'm going to discuss there inside this Java, the total part here, I given list there, total content here. Then just I want to type this list of content here. Just I'm going to type this total part here. Just we can check this in the document. I given this document there. All right, sir. Then apart from this, all of you guys, and if you want to access this classroom notes, I'll give some content here. Just give a minute of time. Yeah. Please take this URL, guys. All of you know. Classroom notes. For the sake of this classroom notes, take this URL. If we access this URL, automatically we are able to get classroom notes. Right. Can you please come this side now? All of you. Just 1 minute, 1 minute. Wait. We'll come. No, come this side, better. Right, sir. Some of your new members there. Then try to take this classroom link. Then there we are able to get the total classroom notes you are able to get. So this is a classroom notes link. Right, sir. Please check this one time now. Please check this one time. This notes is automatically is coming to you or not. Please check in our mobile phone. Open this link in our mobile phone there. There we are able to get it. Where two documents here we are getting, guys. Observe carefully. Two documents are available. One is Core Java 730 new, Core Java 730 PM we are getting there. Today onwards, the 730 classroom notes is available. What there? 730 new. Understand it? No, 730 new. Don't touch this. This is 7 here. 7 o'clock. Previous classes thing is available. Today onwards, the notes is available with what there? This 730 Core Java 730 new. In this document here, we are able to see. Right. Now let us see this point here. All right, sir. There's a folder share I've given there. In the future, I'm able to upload some applications also in the respective location so that we are able to get it. Right, guys. Now, what are the topics here I'm going to discuss there overall in complete core Java? Nearly 35 to 40 topics here we are going to discuss there, where I give a list of topics there. Introduction part, steps to prepare first Java application, language fundamentals, oops, and the stars have given in the sense weightage, importance of the respective topic. 100 stars like this, 25 stars like this are given there. Networking, RMI, arrays, collection framework, generic JVM architecture, garbage collections, all topics here. Anyway, at present you may not understand each and every content here, but list of topics are given there, right from Java 8 features to like what there Java 19 version features. Up to that, here we are going to discuss there clearly. Right, sir? After completion of this, first we have to start with what there introduction part. First here we have to start with like what there, what content here we have to take there introduction part. All right, sir. Inside this introduction, what we are going to start, what topics here we are going to start there inside this introduction. No, the very first topic inside the introduction is like what there Java history. The first topic is like what there Java history. Second one, after this Java history, the second one is differences between Java and others. Differences between Java and others. Third one is after this. Third one is right, sir. Then the third one is right Java features. Java features. Then after this, Java naming conventions. Then after this, Java programming format. Java programming format. Overall, these are the topics here we are going to understand under this introduction part. Okay. Then when I complete this introduction part here, the second topic is like what there steps to prepare first Java application. That's okay, fine. Leave this one. Then first of all here we have to understand like what there Java history. The topic here what we have to understand there Java history. Observe carefully. Right, sir. Then I'm asking one question to all of you straightly, directly. Understand it. My question would be, for what purpose the Java programming language was introduced? What is the need of introducing the Java programming language? What is its requirement actually? Right. I'll give some points here. Now try to understand it clearly. At 19, observe carefully, all of you know, in 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement. Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer goods. Electronic consumer goods. Guys, observe carefully what I'm telling there. In 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare electronic consumer goods, softwares for electronic consumer goods. Understand, guys? What are the electronic consumer goods there? What are the various electronic consumer goods? What softwares? Softwares we are going to prepare for what there? Electronic consumer goods. What are the softwares actually? Like cable TV switch boxes, remote controllers, and so on and so on and so on. For the sake of this type of electronic consumer goods, that Sun Microsystems wants to prepare some softwares. To prepare that softwares, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. That is a basic requirement for Sun Microsystems at 1991. Observe carefully, guys. One more point I'm telling there. The first version of Java was provided in 1996 January 23rd. The first version of Java was provided by Sun Microsystems at 1996 January 23rd, not 27th, the 23rd actual. At 23rd January, that first version of the Java was provided. Okay, if first version of the Java was provided at 1991, at 1991, the first version of the Java was provided January 23rd. But when it was started to prepare that new programming language, definitely it should be like before 1996 or not. All right, the date was, that exact year was what there, 1991. In 1991, Sun Microsystems has a requirement, had a requirement to prepare new programming language in order to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer goods like what there, cable TV, switch boxes and all. Cable TV, switch boxes and remote controllers. To prepare this kind of software, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare this content kernel. Got my point or not? Understand guys what I'm telling you? This is the actual requirement of the Sun Microsystems in 1991. Observe carefully. All right, sir, good. For the sake of this, what Sun Microsystems has done there, to prepare this particular one, to prepare this new programming language, Sun Microsystems gathered nearly 30 members team. To prepare this new programming language, Sun Microsystems has gathered nearly 30 members team. The 30 members team led by James Gosling and Patrick Norton. Two members are the leads for this 30 members team. Sir, got it or not? Okay, fine. 30 members team led by James Gosling and Patrick Norton. That you know already, James Gosling is the father of the Java, but initially, but not now. It might be associated with Sun Microsystems up to Java 3 or Java 4th version only. Then later on is not the member of the Sun Microsystems. He left from Sun Microsystems, but still people are thinking about what there is the father of the Java. That's okay. It's a different story. Leave this one. Fine. What they have done there? What they have done there? Observe carefully. 30 members team are available. They want to start a project. They want to start what there, a new project to prepare this new programming language. Then what is the project they want to start there? The project name is like what their green project here they want to start. What is the project here they want to start there? They want to start like what their green project. Observe carefully. All right, sir. Green project they want to start there. Right, sir. Observe carefully. To prepare new programming language. Just give a minute of time. Let me finish this point also. This is for the sake of a reference only. To prepare this new programming language, Sun Microsystems has started a project named what their green project. Right, sir. Started what their green project with 30 members team. With a 30 members team led by James Gosling and Patrick Norton. Right, sir. They are the two members. They are the two members leads for this particular 30 members team. That's okay, fine. But before going to start this project, they want to see some plan over their new programming language. What features they want to see on their new programming language. The Sun Microsystems wants to define on paper. Observe carefully. Sun Microsystems wants to provide the following features in their new programming language. What are the features they want to provide there in the new programming language there? Right, observe carefully. The very first one is what there. That programming language should be what there? A simple programming language. And the programming language should be like what there? Tight coded programming language. Tight coded programming language. And the programming language should be like what there? Architectural neutral programming language. Architectural neutral programming language. That's it. So Sun Microsystems wants to provide the following features in their new programming language. That programming language should be simple programming language. That programming language should be tight coded programming language. That programming language should be what there? Architectural neutral programming language. Observe carefully what I'm telling you. Right, sir. Then after that, now here we need to understand what is the meaning of simple programming language. What Sun Microsystems has given the meaning of like what the simple programming language, what we are able to understand it. Listen carefully. They have given three features under this simple programming language. What are the three features they have given there? First one is lesser execution time. What's the first one? You know, lesser execution time. And second one is like what there? Lesser memory. And the third one is what there? This is somewhat funny, but still there is one of the factor here. That is what there? Less power consumption. Even you might be thought about it. What is the relation between programming language and power consumption? You know, it's somewhat funny, but they have given this is a reason here. I will relate that. I will give that information exactly. What is the point here? So first of all here, what is the meaning of it? No, simple programming language. How Sun Microsystem has provided a simple programming language. Why the new programming language is simple in the sense? Three factors they have included. What are the three factors they have included there? First one is what there? Less execution time. Second one is what there? Less memory. Third one is what there? Lesser power consumption. Then we will talk about this less execution time. What is the meaning of this less execution time here? Say for example, observe carefully guys. Simple example. I want to, for example, on fine day, I'm watching one football match on my TV. The channel is some ESPN channel where the channel number on my remote controller is 52. I'm watching that, for example. All of a sudden, my friend made a call to me. Then he asked to me what we are doing there. Just I replied to him, just I'm watching one football match. Match is going on between Argentina and Brazil, for example. Going on, time pass. Then immediately my friend said to me, "Are a fool, why you are watching that football match?" No. Another channel in Star Sports 2, there is a cricket match between India and Pakistan. Why you are watching this football match? Switch off, switch on, switch from the ESPN channel to Star Sports 2. Their cricket match is going on there. See that cricket match. Then I asked him, what is the status of this cricket match? What is the status of that cricket match? He replied to me, what he has given reply there. Understand, guys, what I'm telling you. What he has given that reply there. The reply what he has given there. Observe carefully. Already Indians were completed their batting. Pakistan were completed their batting. 327 runs they got. Indians are doing batting now. Almost all. That match comes to the last over. In the last over, Dhoni at one side, Ishant Sharma is at other side. Dhoni is on crease, and in the last over, 21 runs we required. Now Dhoni is in batting. This is the status of the cricket match. He has given that information to me. Whatever the information I got from him, I'm getting somewhat crazy about that cricket match. I want to switch to my channel immediately. I want to watch that cricket match. I've taken my remote controller. I switched on that 72 channel number. There only cricket match is going on. When I click on 72 on my remote controller, I'm waiting for channel switch now, but it is not switching. It has taken some time. After some time, the channel was changed. The moment when I observe in the channel, the moment when I observe in the cricket match, then what happened there? Where match was completed, their man of the match presentation is going on. Dhoni is taking man of the match. He got 92 runs there. Finally, India won the match. This is a situation there. Guys, where is the problem? Watching football match is a problem with me. They are giving intimation by my friend is a late intimation is a problem with me. Where is the problem there? No, the problem is what there? The problem is with my remote controller. When I type a 702 channel number on my remote controller, but it has not executed immediately. It has taken some time. Not executed immediately, not changing it the channel, not switching the channel immediately. It has taken some time. When it has taken some time internally, Automatically what happened there? The product performance is reduced or not? Means that a program is available inside the remote controller. When I type some number, the program is executed with a bit delay. Program is executing with more execution time. Because of this more execution time, the product performance is reduced. Got my point or not? So because of this reason, what Sun Microsystem is thinking there, they want to prepare a new programming language. That new programming language must take what there? Lesser execution time to improve end products performance. To improve what their end products performance. Right or not? So they want to prepare a new programming language. It must take less execution time to improve end products performance. Observe carefully. Right, sir. Let's come for the second one. Less memory. Guys, observe carefully, all of you know. I want to take a new computer. My requirement is what there? I'm the trainer for Java. Now I'm taking Java classes here. Observe carefully. When I'm taking these Java classes here, I need some computer. Then I want to take one new computer. So I went to the computer shop where a computer shop representative is available. Just I've asked to him, for the sake of my Java classes, I want to take a computer. Can you please give some quotation to me? He has taken that quotation paper. He has given the overall quotation information to me. There where I observed it clearly, all the components in that quotation I identified. A RAM size or maybe motherboard and everything. But where I identified the RAM size is only 8 GB RAM. RAM is what there? 8 GB RAM. The laptop cost is what there? 48,000. Lenovo laptop. 48,000, 8 GB RAM. Of course, hard disk is what there? 256 SSD. Like this they are given. That's okay. Nice. Okay, 48,000 is a Lenovo laptop. Then RAM is what there? 8 GB. After taking that quotation paper, I realized that 8 GB RAM may not be sufficient for my work. Of course, for your practice, 8 GB RAM is more than sufficient. But I need to might be do some projects inside the classes now. At a time, I have to start one IDE. I have to start one Oracle database. I have to start like what there, WebLogic server. These too many softwares I have to manage at a time. So 8 GB RAM may not be sufficient. I thought of it, even though it's sufficient, but a bit slow manner that programming is going on. But inside the class, our time is very much important, precious. So we have to reduce the, I need to get some fastness in my system. So I want to improve fast. I want to increase speed in my system here. Then immediately I requested to him, please provide, instead of 8 GB RAM, please try to provide 16 GB RAM for the sake of my classroom work. Then he accepted that. He included what is 16 GB RAM, but he changed the overall cost of the computer. Previously 48,000. When he included 16 GB RAM, now this time he said to me 54,000. 54,000. What happened here actually? That is one scenario. Then after that, they are given 256 SSD they are given. But I thought of it, it's not sufficient for me, only 256 SSD. I've asked there at least 512 where to maintain what their SSD, like this I given. Okay, no problem. I'm able to give that. Then immediately what he has done there, then he made that 54,000 to like what there, 58,000. What happened? What's going to be happen there? Observe carefully. When memory sizes are increased, automatically cost of the end product is increased or not? When memory sizes are increased, cost of the end product is increased or not? Now, because of that reason, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. That programming language has to execute its applications within less memory. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. That new programming language applications must be executed within less memory. Got it or not? For what purpose this less memory? You know, to reduce end products. Cost of the end product. Because of that reason, they want to prepare a new programming language. It should be simple programming language and it must have less memory to execute its applications in order to reduce end products cost. If the cost is more, people will not be attracted for it. If cost is less, definitely people will be attracted for what there for the respective products. This is one point. Next one is the funny thing is what there less power consumption. First of all, guys, answer for my questions here, all of you know. Simple questions only. Answer for my questions here, all of you. All right, sir. Now understand this. In every electronic component, in every electronic device, say for example, remote controller, in every electronic device, two products are available, two components are available. One is a software, another one is a hardware. Am I right or not? Two things are available. One is what their software, and the second one is what their hardware. Observe carefully. Now, if we observe the software, whenever we are giving some activity on the device, say for example, remote controller, when I type 7 or 9, internally software will listen our action. Software will listen our action. Then software will give information to the hardware component to perform the physical action. Say for example, a remote, that means projector is available. I have a remote now. I want to start that projector. Then I have to click on the start button or not. Power start button I have to click on or not. When I click on this, internally software will recognize my action. Then it will give intimation to the hardware component, giving direction to the hardware component. Now try to switch on the projector. This switch on the projector is what there a physical activity that could be done by hardware component, but the direction would be given to this hardware component by whom? Software component. One more example I'm telling there. What's the difference between software and hardware component? No? For example, we are all the persons. You're walking, for example. You're walking there. Now tell me, what parts of your body are providing walking action for you? Two legs, right? Two hands might be. This parts of your body are having some activity, then only you are getting the action what they're walking. Am I right or not? But who has given that instructions to the legs and hands? No. Brain. Brain is a software. Your legs and hands are what their hardware. That's it. Everything is directed by brain. That is a software. Similarly, in every electronic device, there is a software and a hardware. Got it or not? Okay. Listen carefully. Hardware is performing some physical activity or not? That is instructed by software or not? But to perform this physical activity, energy is required or not? Power consumption is required or not? Power generation is required or not? Understand my point? Okay. If a software is interacted with a hardware component, more power is required. If software is interacted with a hardware component in the less power is required. Got it or not? Okay. Now observe carefully. One example I'm telling to you. I have a remote controller, TV remote controller, for example. In the TV remote controller, two batteries I have to keep. That batteries are the energy source for this remote controller. Okay, clear? Now, what is the lifetime of this battery? Is actually 6 months of time, for example. The cost of the batteries is what there, for example, 100 rupees, somewhat big size. 100 rupees. That means the maintenance cost of my remote controller is what there? Every 6 months of time, 100 rupees. For example, if my software component is interacting more with the hardware component, automatically battery consumption is going to be more or not? When battery consumption is more, automatically lifetime of the batteries will be reduced or not? When a lifetime of the battery is reduced, there maintenance cost of the batteries will be increased or not? Instead of taking that every 6 months of time a separate battery set, for every 3 months of time I have to take a new batteries or not? Automatically my end product maintenance cost will be increased or not? Previously for every 6 months of time 100 rupees, no? Now for every 3 months of time 100 rupees I have to put. Got it or not? Whenever maintenance cost is increased, customers will not be attracted for it. When maintenance cost is increased, customers will not be attracted for our content. So because of that reason, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It must have less interaction with the hardware component. So for that purpose, it wants to go for what there less power consumption to reduce maintenance cost of the end product. To reduce maintenance cost of the end product. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? So this is what exactly the meaning of what there less power consumption. Guys, I'm asking one more question to you now. So might be in outside nowadays, two types of cars are available. Cars, diesel cars and petrol cars. Now tell me, petrol cars cost is less a bit. Diesel cars cost is more. Cost. But even though diesel cars cost is more, people are attracted for diesel cars. Why? Less maintenance. When compared with the petrol cost, diesel cost is less, somewhat less. So taking car is one time effort. But every 2 days of time or 3 days of time, we have to pour some petrol or some oil we have to provide or not. Then the cost, everyday cost here we have to calculate. For example, the lifetime of the car is say for example 15 years now. But throughout this 15 years of time, we have to take what there maybe petrol or maybe diesel. If you observe this, diesel cost is less when compared with what there petrol. That's why people are attracted for what they're lesser maintenance kind of things only. Got it or not? Okay, fine. Leave this quantity. But nowadays, no need to think about petrol or diesel here. Electric cars are coming there, right? Just a rechargeable batteries, no? Then directly we are able to use that. But of course, it's a good revolutionary actually. It's a good thing, good step. Introducing these battery cars and all. The multiple advantages are available. Moreover, environmental kind of advantages we are able to get. Right now, the things are going to be changed here anyway. Right, sir. Now, finally, now tell me, all of you guys, understand my point here. What exactly the points I'm telling there? Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. In that new programming language, what features that Sun Microsystems wants to see? 3 features. What are the 3 features now? Simple programming language. Second one is what there? Tight coded programming language. Third one is what there? Architectural neutral programming language. All right, sir. Then we have given already what is the meaning of simple programming language. Under this simple programming language, 3 features here we provided. What are the 3 features now? First one is what there? Less execution time. For what purpose there? End products performance improvement. Less memory to reduce what there? End products class. Less power consumption to reduce maintenance cost of the end product. Yes, sir. All of you are getting my point or not? So this is like what I'm telling to you. First one, simple programming language. Second one is like what there? Tight coded programming language. Right, sir. What is the second one here? Now tell me, no. It should be like what there? Tight coded programming language. Tight coded programming language. What is the meaning of this tight coded programming language? Observe carefully. What is the meaning of this tight coded programming language? All of you observe carefully. For example, guys, you know already data structures. Some stack, queue, linked list, trees, graphs, all these are come under what are their data structures. Basic awareness. Listen carefully. Say for example, stack is one of the data structure or not? Stack is one of the data structure or not? Can you tell me what are the various operations of the stack, guys? Now tell me what operations are available for stack now? Right, we can observe this clearly. Stack operations would be like what there? One is a push. What's the meaning of this push operation there? Now tell me. Push operation is what there? Insert an element. Inserting an element into the stack. That's a push operation. Second one is what there? Pop operation. What's the meaning of it now? Read and remove. Top of the element. Read and remove top of the element. Top element. Right, sir. Then what third one here? Peek. This is also another operation. In general, most of the people are thinking about push and pop only. But third operation is also available. That is what their peek. What is the meaning of peek? No, read top of the element, but not remove. Not remove. Just I want to know what is the top of the element. That operation is called as what their peek. Peek operation. So under this stack, overall 3 operations are available: push, pop, and peek. Sir, got it or not? Listen carefully. Now I'm talking one more point here. In C, example I'm taking there. In C programming language, to perform push operation, how many lines of code here we are going to provide there? On an average, maybe 20 lines of code here we are going to consume. To perform only push operation in a C program there, 15 to 20 lines of code here we are going to consume. On an average, I'm telling you, maybe 2 to 3 lines less or more, whatever it may be. Second one is to perform pop operation. How many lines of code? How many lines of code? Here we are able to provide. Then observe carefully. Again here 20 lines of code here we are going to consume. Right. So third one to perform peak operation here. Again, how many lines of code here we have to provide there? Like 20 lines of code here we are able to provide. Observe carefully. Overall, in the case of C programming language, to perform the total stack operation, how many lines of code here we are going to consume there? No, nearly on an average 60 lines of code. On an average, what? How many lines of code here we are able to get there? 60 lines of code. Yes, sir. Got it or not? 60 lines of code is going to be consumed. Clear to all of you? Right. That's okay. Fine. Nice. After that, okay. Listen carefully. I'm giving there in Java. For example, in Java, observe carefully how the stack operations are going to be performed here. For example, point of view, I'm telling there. Now, sir, now observe carefully in Java, stack S is equal to new stack. There is a predefined class in Java. Stack is available. Observe carefully. S dot push of AAA. Finish. My push operation is completed. In a C programming language, how many lines of code? No, 20 lines of code. But in Java, how many lines of code here? Only one line. Within one line, total push operation is completed. S dot pop operation. Finish. My pop operation is completed. Top of the element is read and remove. S dot peak. Yes, my peak operation is completed. Now tell me, overall, how many lines of code here we consumed here? Total, like how many lines of code here? 4 lines of code. Please recognize my points here. What I am telling you. In the case of C programming language, nearly how many lines of code here we provided? 60 lines of code. But in the case of Java, how many lines of code here we have used there? 4 lines of code. Got it or not? Right. All of you guys, observe carefully. One point I'm telling to you. Tight coded programming language. Example I'm telling to you. Try to understand it now. Right. If any programming language takes less number of finish sections, to implement a particular requirement, a particular task, a particular requirement, less number of finish sections are taken, then that programming language is called tight coded programming language. Tight coded programming language. That's the point, guys. I'm telling you, know, tight coded programming language. This is the conclusion I'm giving there. Okay, fine. Next one is observe carefully. One more definition I'm telling there. Try to understand it. No, same definition here. I want to have some changes. No, observe carefully. What is the definition here? If any programming language takes more number of instructions to implement a particular requirement, then that particular language, then that programming language is called as what there? Loose coded programming language. That programming language is what there? Loose coded programming language. Now tell me, I have seen already stack operations in C, stack operations in what there? Java. Now tell me, example for tight coded programming language is what there? Java. Then example for loose coded programming language is what there? C programming language. Got it or not? So Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It should be what there? A tight coded programming language. Means that within less number of finish sections. Within less number of finish sections, we are going to prepare. That means we are going to achieve like what there? The total requirements. The total application requirement is going to be achieved within less number of finish sections. Is that all of you getting my point or not? This is clearly the point here. What I'm telling to you about this tight coded here. That's okay, guys. Next one. What is the last one here? No, architectural neutral programming language. See, still that some people are not started to prepare their application, their programming language. Still they didn't prepare their programming language. Just they want to see what idea, what qualities, what features they want to include on their new programming language. They want to provide that. Now let us understand this clearly. First one is like what there? Architectural neutral programming language. Right, sir. What is the meaning of this architectural neutral programming language? All of you observe carefully. I want to give one point. Try to understand it, class. All of you know. Listen carefully. Observe carefully. All of you know. For example, I am taking the Java classes now. I think you are not concentrated in the class now, right? Last two members. Totally you are. It's okay. Fine. But put concentration here. Anyway, I'm putting some time. You are putting some time, right? I'm discussing some topic here. Try to listen. If you listen it, it will be advantage now. Okay. Right. Please, I'm requesting you. Then don't deviate from the content here. Right. Now come for this point here. Architectural neutral programming language. Listen. For example, I'm taking the Java classes. Demo classes I'm taking there. Let's assume it. For example, 100 members are coming in my class now. For example, when I'm conducting this demo class, if I put a notice in outside, only BTech computer science students or computer science students are eligible for my classes. If I put a board in outside, now tell me how many students will come to my classes now? Less members or more members now? Definitely less members. See, one thing I'm telling you, in the software industry, computer sciences students are only 10 to 15% only. Remaining 75 to 80% of the people are from non-computer science background only. Nowadays, maybe degree students are also be joining with the companies. Opportunities are available. Of course, this time, December, January, February is a dry season. No recruitments are going to be happen there in outside. But in the February mid onwards, the recruitments again will start. Understand it here. But by this time, might be this time recruitments are very slow. But after that again recruitments will come there. Maybe people are thinking about recession time and all these things. That recession time is not for the freshers level. Recession time is going on at what their high end people. Simple point I'm telling there. If any software engineer is available, is having like what their 15 years of experience now. His monthly salary will be 2 to 2.5 lakh, for example. In place of the 2 to 2.5, no, how many freshers will come there? The fresher salary is like what they're 15 to 20,000. Definitely, companies will think in this way. Maybe this kind of scenarios are going on here. Don't think much about the duration and all these things. No, at a fresher level in a software industry, this is quite common. In a few months of time, duration is going on. Then after that, again recruitments will come. This is a cyclic process. Some days of time is off. Some days of time again, then a movement will be very much peak. So don't think much about this kind of things here. Definitely, drives are going to be happen. Even on Friday, we are conducting one drive. When company is visiting our Durgasoft, on Friday, next Friday, we are conducting a drive for fresher recruitment now. But for some other batch here, not for the sake of, anyway, then we are not having awareness on this Java, right? Going on like, anyway, now try to understand the point, guys, what I'm telling you. So my point is like what I'm telling you, I'm taking the Java classes. If you put a notice in outside there, only computer science students are eligible for my classes, in the sense less number of students will come. For example, if I put a notice in the notice board, any graduate can eligible to attend for my classes. No, if we give this notice, no, how many members will come there? More members will come. Got it or not? Definitely more members will come. Observe carefully. Now tell me, in which case my classes are getting very good demand? In the case of less number of students, or in the case of more number of students? No, more number of students. When my services are required for multiple people, more number of people, when my services are required for more number of people, automatically demand will be increased for my classes. Got it or not? Simple analysis I'm telling you. That's my point. So if my service is available for more number of people, automatically more demand will come for my particular classes. Similarly, observe carefully. If a programming language is bounded with only one type of hardware, if my programming language is able to work its applications under only one type of hardware system, only hardware dependent, only one type of hardware, then the customers, those who are using other hardware systems, may not utilize your programming language. Automatically, demand will be reduced. Less demand is going on. But if you want to provide more demand for your programming language, The applications what we prepared by using your programming language, it must run its applications in all the operating systems, in all the hardware systems. If we prepare any application by using this programming language, if it is executing its applications in all the hardware systems, in all the operating systems, no, definitely that programming language will have what there more demand in outside. That's why Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare any programming language. It should be architectural neutral programming language. It should be like what there? Architectural neutral programming language. Here the point is what there? Then programming language applications. Here the programming language applications must run under all the hardware systems, must run on all the hardware systems, not bounded with any particular hardware systems. Understand guys what I'm telling there? So if our programming language is able to execute its applications under all the hardware systems, automatically that programming language will get what there more demand in outside. So this is what exactly the meaning of like what there architectural neutral. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare its new programming language. It should be like what there architectural neutral programming language. Guys, still I'm telling there, this is what their Sun Microsystems awareness only. Just Sun Microsystems is thinking about the features of this new programming language. Still work was not started. Come on guys, now tell me, we are at which year exactly no? We are at which year there? Still we are at what there? 1991. At 1991, the discussion is going on at Sun Microsystems. This is a discussion here. Okay, fine. Finally, after getting that final information of this particular content here, after getting the total final details there, Sun Microsystems started to prepare this new programming language. Sun Microsystems has started to prepare this new programming language. Overall, Sun Microsystems has taken 2 years of time to prepare new programming language. Sun Microsystems has taken how much time here? 2 years of time. 2 years to prepare new programming language. Observe carefully. At the end of 1992, new programming language was created. At the end of 1992, new programming language was prepared. Got it or not? Okay, fine. Observe carefully. New programming language was created here. That's okay. That Sun Microsystems wants to give a name to this new programming language. New programming language was prepared there, but Sun Microsystems wants to give new name to the new programming language. Then Sun Microsystems is getting opinions from all the developers, all the Sun engineers. James Gosling is the lead for this particular project, no? Then he has given a particular name to that new programming language. He proposed a name. What's the name that James Gosling has given the name there? That is what their Oak. Oak is the name. He thought of it. He want to give that Oak is the name to the new programming language. But Sun Microsystems has rejected that opinion from James Gosling. Sun Microsystems has rejected the opinion from James Gosling. Why, sir? Why Sun Microsystems has rejected this opinion? No? Why it was happened there? Why Sun Microsystems has rejected his opinion there? As what is the reason they are given there? Oak is already an existed programming language name. At the time of this 1991, 1992, Sun Microsystems checked it. They identified one programming language is already existed with the name like what their Oak. Oak is the name. So we should not give the same name to our new programming language. We should not provide same name to our new programming language. Why? Because if we give same name to the new programming language, our new programming language may lose its identity. It may lose its identity. Everybody may think about it that new programming language is an extension of what their previous programming language. Nobody will recognize this as a newer one. That's why Sun Microsystems wants to give a different name for this new programming language. Got my point or not? Sun Microsystems wants to give a different name for this new programming language. Get my point or not? All right. Okay, fine. A different name is provided for this new programming language. Then still people are searching for the name, not at given name, new name. Fine. Meanwhile, what happened? While preparing this new programming language at the Sun Microsystems, no, all Sun engineers, they used to go for their cafeteria at Sun Microsystems. At their cafeteria, they used to take one brand labeled coffee. The name of that brand labeled coffee is what there. The name of the brand labeled coffee is what there. Java. The name of the brand labeled coffee is what there, Java. Then Sun engineers have given this proposal to Sun Microsystems. I don't know what is the reason why Sun Microsystems has accepted immediately that opinion. Sun Microsystems has accepted immediately that opinion from all the Sun engineers. Accepted that opinion. Got my point or not? Because of that reason, now we are having the name like what there. The name like what there. It's like what there, Java programming language. Just as a coffee powder name. Coffee powder, tea powder, whatever it may be. Just as the meaning of what there, the coffee powder. If you talk more internally about this Java, what is this Java actually? If you talk more about it, no, it's one of the island name in Indonesia. Java is a place name in Indonesia. Maybe frequently we are able to see some earthquakes are going on there. We used to see that name number of times in the newspapers also. No? So Java is a place name in Indonesia. That place is famous for coffee trees. With that name only coffee powder, with the land name, with the place name only coffee powder was provided there in outside. Unfortunately, Sun Microsystems has used that coffee powder to prepare coffee. Unfortunately, the Sun engineers have taken that coffee. By that only, they have given the name for this new programming language is what their Java. Guys, I'm telling one more point there. Nowadays, what people are available there, people are trying to give abbreviation for JAVA, Java. But don't think about any abbreviation for Java. Strictly, clearly, I'm telling to you, it's a coffee powder name. No separate abbreviation is available for Java. JAVA, Java is what there is a place name in Indonesia. Understand, guys, what I'm telling there? Maybe some people are giving some kind of definitions for Java, but if you check the total Java documentation, you may not identify any. You never identified any like meaning that is abbreviation for what there Java get. Don't think about these abbreviations now. Understand it clearly? Okay, fine. So finally, what happened there? No, new programming language was provided. Nice. Up to that, it's okay. Then after that, what happened there? At the end of 1992. At the end of 1992, Sun Microsystems has prepared the very first product on the basis of Java. That is star 7. The product name is what there? Star 7. Observe carefully. Name of the product is what there? Star 7. It is a remote controller. An intelligent remote controller. First product was provided on the basis of the Java by Sun Microsystems at the end of the 1992. Answer my point clearly. But what happened there? Sun Microsystems has waited up to 1.5 years of time to find a customer for star 7. Guys, observe carefully what I am telling there. To take this star 7 product, Sun Microsystems has waited nearly 1.5 years of time to find customers to take this particular product, but no customer is identified. No customer is identified here. No customer is identified to get like what their star 7 product, but no customer is identified. Means that it is a totally failure product. The star 7 is what their failure product. The first product on Java is what their a failure product. Right, sir. Going on. Now Sun Microsystems is thinking about it. Why this product is getting failed? Okay, they had their analysis part here. But now we are in which year there? 1992, 1.5 year of time. Almost all in the mid of 1994. In the mid of 19, now we are at the mid of 1994. What happened there? In the mid of 1994, there is a boom for www as part of internet. By the time only internet era was started in outside. In India, internet era was started at what time there? At 2000, 2001 on these years. But in outside of India, internet era was started on what there? 1994. There is a very good boom for www part of the internet. Wherein www, the key component is what their browser. Key component is what their browser. So browsers are getting very good demand in outside by the time. Understand guys what I'm telling there? In the mid of 1994, at the mid of 1994, only one browser is available. Only what there? One browser is available that is very good, famous in outside here. That very much famous in outside there. That browser is like what there? Mosaic as a browser name. Browser name is what there? Mosaic is a browser name. That's very much famous there. Who has prepared this Mosaic browser? Mark Anderson. Who is this person? He is a UG student, undergraduate student at Illinois University, Chicago. As part of his project work, he went to the Netscape Communications to prepare a browser. Finally, as part of his project work, he completed that browser, Mosaic browser at Netscape Communications company. To prepare this browser, he took nearly $6.25 per hour. To prepare this browser, he took $6.25 per hour. Finally, he prepared what there? A browser. The name of that browser is what there? Mosaic. That is very much famous in the mid of 1994. Sun Microsystems is monitoring all these things. Their product is already failure product, but they identified very good boom is available for browsers in outside. Then immediately Sun Microsystems is thinking about it. Why don't we prepare our own browser by using Java programming language? Then finally, Jonathan Payne and Patrick Nathan, both have taken responsibility to prepare browser. Again, they have taken 1.5 year of time to prepare this browser. Almost all at the end of 1995, they prepared browser. What is the browser they prepared there? The name of the browser is what there? Hard Java browser. The name of that browser is what there? Hard Java browser. Most of the people are misunderstanding by seeing this one. At the end of 1995, Hard Java browser was prepared there. By seeing this name, most of the people are misunderstanding that Java was introduced in 1995. No. In 1995, only Hard Java browser was provided, not Java programming language. Not Java programming language first version to outside market. So, got my point or not? What I'm telling you. Fine. Then after that, when Hard Java browser was provided to the market, then this is a successful product in outside by the time, getting very good demand. By the time people are talking about this Hard Java browser and people are talking about it, what the key technology they have used to prepare this Hard Java browser. People came to know the key technology for this Hard Java browser is what there. There is a new programming language at Sun Microsystems. The new programming language is what there? Java programming language. By the time people are talking about Java programming language, then immediately people are sending requests to Sun Microsystems. Please release that Java programming language to outside. Then Sun Microsystems has taken the steps to release Java programming language to outside market. Then they have taken the first step to release the Java programming language in 1996 January 23rd. They have taken the step to release the very first version of the Java programming language to the outside market. Then that with the name, what is the name of that first one is what there? JDK 1.0 version. At 1996 January 23rd, the very first version of the Java was provided to the outside market. That is what there? JDK 1.0 version. Java Development Kit 1.0 version was provided. From that particular point onwards, every 2 years of time or 1.5 year of time like this, that version by version, Java was introduced to the market. Then what are the major versions there now? After this 1.0, 1.2 versions are major version. Then more changes, huge enhancements are available at 1.2 version. 70% of the Java was provided with a 1.2 version. At present, we are seeing the Java now. Out of the Java 100%, no, 70% of the Java was provided at 1.2 version. There's a major milestone in Java, like Java life cycle. Okay, after this 1.2 version, then 1.3, 1.4 are nominal versions only. Again, 1.5 versions are major version. 1.0 language itself was introduced. 1.2 huge number of changes. Again at 1.5 major changes are available. More number of enhancements are available. 1.6, 1.7 are like normal only, but again 1.8 version is a major. 1.9 normal only. 1.10 is also normal only. Again 11th version is a major one. Java 11 version. 11th version is what their major version there. Long run support they are providing there. Then after that, all the versions are like what they're nominal versions only, but they're available in the same flow. Now at present, Java is available with what version there? No, Java 19th version. Java is available with what versions there? Java 19th version. Sir, got it or not? What exactly the points here I'm telling to you clearly? Now this is the process here I'm telling to you now. Clear? Right, sir. Overall, then which versions here we have to understand that effectively. As part of our responsibility, I'm going to talk about like what there up to Java 19th version, no doubt for that. By completing your course there, we are going to finish your course with Java 19th version minimum. But what major versions are available here? What major versions are existed here? No. If you observe this major versions there in Java, right, sir? The very first one is like what there? 1.0 is the language introduction. 1.2 is the next major version. 1.5, next 1.8, 1.11. Then of the remaining versions are nominal versions only. But there one small thing is going to be happen. What was to happen there? Up to Java 1.6 version, some up to some sub versions of 1.6, the Java was managed by Sun Microsystems. Right from Java 1.7 version onward, the Java was given to what their Oracle Corporation. Now Java is going on. Java is grooming with what their Oracle Corporation. Understand my point, Keno? But when Oracle Corporation has taken that, right from Java 11th version, they made Java as a licensed version for some of the users, not for all the users. For corporate use in the companies, if any company wants to use Java, they have to take license from Oracle. But for students point of view, for individual development point of view, for a teaching point of view, the Java software is what they're freeware. Only for the corporate sector, only for the corporate use, Java is what their licensed one. That was provided from which version of the Java? Java 11th version of the Java. Got my point or not? Then moreover, right from the Java 11th version, previously every 2 years or 3 years or 4 years of time, Java new version they want to provide. But right from Java 11th version, Oracle has changed their plan to release the Java versions. No, they want to release Java versions for every 6 months of time, one new version. For every 6 months of time, one new version they want to provide. Because of that reason only, in the fast manner, we are getting Java 19th version. Sir, all of you are getting my point or not? For every 6 months of time, a new version will come. But whenever they want to release Java for every 6 months of time, no, but less number of features only they are including, they are introducing along with the newer version. Only less number of features only, not more number of features. But before Java 11 version, 2 to 3 years of time it will be taken, no, but more number of features are provided, new features. But when it is from Java 11th version, in every new version, developers required features are only 2 to 3 features only. 2 to 3 features only. But anyway, then all the concepts are available. We are going to understand up to like what there Java 19th version here. We are able to see clearly. By completing your course, if Java 20 is coming, definitely I'm going to include what there up to the Java 20th version. That's it, guys. Now this is the total story behind what the Java programming language. But I'm giving one point clarity to all of you guys. Nobody will ask any interview question on this Java history. not at all important in the point of application development. Just only the responsibility point of view, I am taking this class. As you are going to learn Java programming language, at least we should know what is the background story of Java. That's why I given this information there. There's a minimum responsibility for us to understand what happened to prepare the Java programming language. What are the root cause to prepare this new programming language? Then that information I've taken there. Otherwise, not at all important in the point of application development, not at all important in the point of what there, interviews there. Understand my point now, right? And tomorrow onwards, I'm going to start a new topic. The new topic would be like what there differences between Java and other programming languages. Others in the sense like what there C and C++ here we are going to take the differences we are going to understand. Now these differences are very very important for us. Then so many concepts, internal concepts I'm going to be covered in the comparison here. So the topics are going to be taught effectively from these differences here. Without failure, try to attend for these classes now. We are able to understand it clear. Nearly 9 number of differences I'm going to discuss with you. Every difference is one interview question in outside. I will compare Java with C and C++. In that comparison, I can say the greatness of the Java. I will show the greatness of the Java. How Java is getting more demand in outside when compared with the C and C++. There we are able to understand. So no need to worry for it. We are able to understand effectively this content, guys. Right? That's all for today. Then tomorrow we'll see the remaining content. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And guys, and some of you are asking to me regarding these payments and all these details. No, then please try to send a WhatsApp message to this number. Then our people will contact with you regarding that, or I'll send a request mail to this Gmail. Then our people will be in contact with you regarding that. All the details our people will provide to you so that you can utilize it. Okay. That's all, guys. That's all for today. Then I'll see the remaining part and tomorrow. Then Shri, then please check. I'm giving information to you only, or try to check this. Okay. Right, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll meet you tomorrow.